Hello everyone and welcome to Macarona. We're back in town. I've been fighting with the sacks to get the sunflower seed. Like I said, Jenny in accounts, she didn't want me to buy them because she's saying money's a bit tight right now, but I thought, well, you know what, I'm gonna. We might have to do the same with some of the bits and pieces that you guys are recommending. I've seen some excellent comments from you guys looking to get the small trailer, or I think the most recent one was to get the animal wagon. Now obviously you can put normal stuff in the animal wagon and still use it, so that's what I did do in my non-let's play game of this, so that's also a good thing. Yeah, let's make sure that we don't drop that, so there we go. Hopefully we haven't been charged for those other bags of corn and stuff that exploded out, because I'm not paying for them. If I haven't bought it, it's not mine. Now money's gone up. Interesting. So that could be because I put the bag of corn that I accidentally picked up on our stall to sell, so which would be nice. Go away, dear. That's a weird angle. So yeah, so I started recording, but realised then that my microphone was muted, so that's why we started in town. And we're going to take this directly to the storeroom, because we're not going to sow the sunflowers just yet. Well, maybe we'll this episode, but we'll put it in the storeroom to keep it safe first of all. But we've got no goods to take into town to sell. Did I just drop that? Where is that bag of sunflowers gone? Ah, it's just dropped into the what's that? That'll do. And I've also tried to do some gamma correct settings on the game because it's just not been so good. So I noticed it was looking particularly dark in some of the shadowy areas. So there we go. Right, so let's take our sunflower seeds in, and we'll put them in over here in this little section, and they should stack automatically. Excellent. So I think we used a crate of these last time, so we'll take those up for our chickens. And we'll get another of the Daisy just can't get enough of these urns, so stick another one of those in there and just see how the hydraulics works in lifting this stuff up. No, actually in the thing would be good. Ah, that'll do. So there we go. So you can still use the short keys even if you're not actually in the vehicle, so that's good. So we've got our cedar, we've got our field, so we'll come back and we'll what I'll do is oh, come on, suffering immense lag here at the minute. There we go. Okay, so whilst this sorts itself out, I'm just going to pause the recording, so just a moment. Okay, so that's a bit better. Sorry about that, the game just seemed to seize up, but it's caught itself back up now. Well, I thought it had. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm gonna... not quite sure what's happening, but every time I seem to start Fraps back up recording, it's well, certainly when I was down around the corner, it was making everything unbearably slow, so... and it still is. So... yeah, this is not working very well at the moment, so let's see if I get out of the tractor, if it's better. That would be a no. Okay, I might quit out of the game and come back into it to see if I can get this stabilised. Back in a bit, guys. Okay, folks, I've done a full PC reboot, so hopefully things will be a bit better now. Unfortunately, as I've come back into the game, the tractor's done its usual with the implements. So we just probably need to disconnect that. Hopefully the tractor will right itself. Otherwise we might find ourselves in another position. Just like that one. Okay. Don't have anything else that we can push the tractor with. So, this time it wasn't my driving, it was parked up, and as I came back into the game it started shaking like crazy and ended up tipping itself over. But that was probably because the trailer was still connected. So, let's see if we can persuade Farmer Giles to get it right again. Just by doing a little bit of craziness. No. Come on, roll it again. Yeah! That's how you do it. We just didn't have enough space in the barn before. Okay, so... I'm sure that was probably an interesting set of images for you all to see. It certainly was for me. But we don't need to... I didn't want to go back to our save game because we've done a few bits. So we'll park up there. And we will move these bits that we brought up. And then we're going to go and get rid of our log. So, hello, cow. So yeah, so what I tend to do is I tend to move things along when we go and sell one. So we've got 4 eggs in there at the minute, so not worth selling. Yep. Mr. Cow, we're going to take you to the market soon enough because we need the money. So yes. Because I got distracted with all the difficulties we have with the tractor and with the recording. I don't know if I've already mentioned about Farmer Giles has been talking with Jenny in accounts, and she's very concerned about the money situation. We've not got enough money to go and buy a harvester, and yet we're seeding fields. So she's quite worried about that. So we're going to try and appease Jenny and see if we can go and make some money. So I'm going to take a quick trip out because I can see there's a log has spawned in for us to go and sell. So that just means that we can always at least get some money to top our funds up. So we're going to do that, and I won't show you the whole trip this time. I'll drive on over and I'll show you the selling and possibly the drive back to the farm. And yeah, but whilst we're over here, before we kind of hitch up, there was something that I'd noticed when I came over earlier on, and like I said, I think Farmer Giles has been keeping a secret from us. He's obviously leading a stressful life because he's got a nice little area here for him to come out, go on the boat fishing, you know. And there was me thinking he was working hard all the time, but no, he's not. And it's gotten very dark in the textures. It was nice and light earlier on when I popped round, but yeah. So Farmer Giles' hiding spot. I'd not seen that in the game before, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. So now let's get a chain on that, and let's figure out, we probably can not need to move it to hook it up. I hope. Oh. Maybe not. Stop. Yeah. Don't actually push the tractor away. Let's see if we can do that now. Might be a bit easier. Having great success with this today, aren't I? Okay, so now we're hitched up. I'm going to drive on over to the sawmill to sell this, and I'll see you over there. And welcome back. Here we are again. Back to our lumber yard, as it were. And I was talking to Farmer Giles on the way over and explaining to him Hitman82 and I are kind of doing a cooperative let's play on the farming simulator with all the historical mods. And yeah, he was trash talking a little bit for farming simulator. He's obviously a big fan of Agri Simulator, but nevertheless, both games have got their plus points, and there we go. So we've now sold our log. We're going to head back. So I think we can head round this way. I've not done it for a while. See some more of the beautiful scenery. This guy that lives in this house, really, he just loves logs. So, hence why we get a good price for them. And I'm thinking, overnight, when Farmer Giles is having a kip, he's taking the logs back and putting them over in our farm so that we can bring them back over to him, because he just likes to kind of say hello. He's not a very sociable chap, but there we go. So I think what we need to do next up is perhaps remember which we sowed the final field out, didn't we? So we probably should seed another field. Yeah, we sowed that last field, so probably need to put in. We need to see how much we've got left in our seeder. Put in some wheat, because I'm only going to put in one. I'm going to put the sunflowers nearest to our storage facility, and I'll then think about the what's that? I'm losing my train of thought now. I was talking with Hitman about this earlier on, about how you kind of end up concentrating on what you're talking about and then not concentrate on what's in the game, or concentrate on what's in the game and then not talking about what you need to do. But yeah, so what we need to do is we need to have a look at this lovely piece of equipment, and we did. Yeah, we did empty it out. So we did use both. We put only two lots of. Now I thought that was going to be too close, but that looks reasonable. We'll see how we go with that. It's either that or we go and get the drawbar, and yeah. I don't particularly fancy going around the other side. Just a minute. I'm going to get smacked in the face by the door. So let us... Oh, we haven't opened up our seeder, but that's fine. We'll do that in a second. So we did corn. We're going to have a couple of bags of wheat. And this will be another thing that when we get ourselves ready, we'll be able to start selling. So just dropping it there at the minute is not going to do anything because we haven't opened up the door. So if we open it up, that should, if we put it against the wheel, that should ping in. Come on. Yoikies. No, don't get attached to me. You're only a bag of wheat. Okay, this is fun. That's it. So we'll do that once more. Hopefully with a little bit less flailing around. Although I'm sure it's probably amusing for you guys watching. It's slightly frustrating. Okay, flailing required apparently. That's better. Right, so we've got our seed in there. No, don't empty it. Okay, that wasn't the right button. Okay, so let's just get rid of those last two. I can't believe I just did that, so I've just wasted kind of 40 quid's worth of corn. Sorry, wheat. So, oh well. That'll teach me for flailing around, won't it? It's Farmer Giles having his own back, because I've been playing Farming Simulator this morning. Okay. Right, okay, so now don't empty, close, press the right button. I don't know why I thought it was that one, but... So we've got 100 in there. Excellent, that's what we had before. So... let us sow our field. I think with it being hitched that close, we really ought to have the drawbar, but... Ah! It's put those other two bags of wheat there. So we haven't lost them. That's not too bad. So I'm going to try and turn slowly. And this is not working very well. Let's get out. Let's go and get the drawbar. Let's try and do it properly, because this is not how to do it. And let's not try and break something else. We've done enough breaking. We have plenty of experience with that. So as you can see, we're still grass throughout here, so until it goes to hay, I'm not harvesting it. Okay, so previously I've not found a use for the drawbar, so I don't know how on earth. I must have been using the back bar for the drop bar to tow the seeder before, but I don't think that's right. It doesn't look right to me. So we're going to kind of hook that in. Please? Are you gonna do it? You're gonna do it? Excellent. So we're just gonna kind of pull that behind us for a second. Scrape along the ground. Go back the way we came. See, ideally we would have had that in a nice, convenient location, or been able to carry it around, but never mind. It's all good, so they tell me. So now we'll go and find our cedar. Nice and easily here. And we'll worry about the ramifications of picking up those wheat bags a little bit later on. Okay, this is not helping me very much. Okay, what are you doing? You guys are probably all looking at this thinking, what the heck is going on? Just try and reverse up a bit, see if it's just the fact that it's not within range. Okay. Let's try. That one. Okay, so I can do that. So I can't use the drawbar, even if I wanted to. Which just seems a little bit silly, really. Okay, so it's not possible to use the drawbar for that purpose. How crazy is that? Maybe it's for if you'd got a tractor and you needed to pull it out. Okay, pull it out of a ditch or something. Oh well, we'll leave the drawbar there. I'm not fussing over it anymore. And we'll just use the drop bar to tow the cedar. I don't think it's ideal, but it'll do. If that's the way the game wants us to play, then that's the way the game will have us playing. So we'll just get on with this, get this field seeded. I'm sure you guys can remember the drill. But just in case, let's get ourselves lined up. We have to go out, and we have to go other side of the cedar, where the lever is, and then we have to drop it down. Excellent. I think we can use up to number 2 on this one, so it's not going particularly fast. Just make sure I'm sowing the right field. It's the middle one, which, that's good. Okay, so jump over that. That's what you'd do. You wouldn't walk around the back, you would just literally kind of walk over the... I'm going to avoid that empty button like the plague now, because that's going to just bug me. I mean, I'm sure you guys are going to comment and tell me how derp that was. And Farmer Giles, yeah, the reason he's got that hidey spot away from me is because I'm the derpy guy that puts a tractor on his head, so it's all understandable, I'm sure. But nevertheless, it's just rude that he's hiding off somewhere and some of the rest of us are doing work. I mean, poor Jenny, she's trying to balance the books and he's off down there fishing. So there we go. But there you go. It's the life of a farmer, isn't it? Well, in Agricultural Simulator it is. So there we go. Jolly good. This side? Yes. Forget which way I'm facing. It's all good. So, recording this on one of my days off to try and make things nice and easy for the week ahead. So, there we go. And we tried this last time to do just a 1 pass, didn't we? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try and do a 2 pass. That'll do. It's not exactly the prettiest parking job, but there we go. So, do not empty it, Farmer Giles, otherwise I will have to punch you in the face. Not just drop a tractor on your head, but actually punch you in the face. Full and proper. So, there we go. So one last pass, and our field will be done. And that will be our second field seeded. So, and we should just have the requisite amount of wheat to do it. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll only get 2 passes with the sunflowers, because I've only bought one bag of them, but that's fine. We'll survive. We just won't have as much crop growing on that field. But we'll try to take things in a little bit from the edges. Right side. Drop down, please. some of you are quite enjoying the series, so we'll continue going. Please do keep the comments coming. Just because I haven't bought the trailers this episode doesn't mean I'm not going to. I will be buying them. It's just a question of figuring the money that we're going to need, because when we look at the balance sheet, we need 425 just to get the harvester, and we won't get any profit from the harvester, or from the harvest of these fields, unless we get the gravity wagon, and that's another 255. So we're a fair amount of money short at the moment for where we need to be to just to finish our harvest. So what I'm looking at doing is just figuring out what we can do. It might be that I have to kind of end up doing some stuff off screen, selling logs, pushing days forward, but I want to try to avoid that if I possibly can, and try and make as much of it relevant to you guys so you hopefully feel a part of it. So that's the aim. So like I say, I don't want to not do what you asked me to do, but by the same token I don't want to be able to not fulfill the basic function of what we're trying to do by doing our harvest. So there we go. So what we'll do is we'll drop that off. We'll leave the tractor there, but we will actually disconnect the attachment this time so that we don't get that whole glitchy thing where it ends up flipping the tractor over for absolutely no reason. So I'm guessing it probably does a reset of some components or some of the parameters for the... Where did that go? Where's the other one, more importantly? Okay. Anyone see it? Because there's a drawbar around here somewhere as well. This all seems to have gone missing. Ah, there's the other sack. I just wasn't high enough up the field. And the other one, well, who knows where the other one's gone. So that needs to come back in here. And it stacks for us. Now, the door hit us. Where could it possibly have gone? Yeah, no, it's not miniaturized. Or was that the one that the door flipped? Let's come down here again. I might have to get in the tractor at this rate and go hunting for where our bag of wheat is. There it is. So that's the one that obviously got smashed by the door. So yeah, so when Stocko said to everyone at the beginning, be careful of the doors because they will smack you hard, he wasn't kidding. If you were in your tractor, it would basically knock the tractor over, and that's not exactly something you want. So yeah, so there we go. So we've sown our second field with wheat. So we've got 2 fields seeded. Got sunflower seeds that we can plant next time, and we'll look at the trailers. And like I said, I might try and spend some time trying to get some more money. We're gonna see if we can sell our second cow. And I'm going to go on a hunt for that missing sheep, because that missing sheep's got to be around here somewhere. It's got to be available somewhere. So if I can get that, then we might be able to get some money from that as well. So yeah, until next time, take care, folks.